Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Friday night. You know what that means. Another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. That's right. Another Friday night to talk about all the amazing things happening in the world of pro wrestling. I'm talking matches, talk segments, returning icons, title changes, annual tournaments, bro, and more. Folks, I am your host, Jose Casabona, and I'm also the host of the number one show on our channel, The Ravens Flock. And joined behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my type partner for Wrestle Wrewind, the man that puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week, our chief top executive of the digital animation department, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Will you stop with that already? It's getting worn out. I have access to power tools. Do you want that? Do you want me to be able to use power tools?
I don't want to get
this. This is a screwdriver.
I don't want
a regular ass screwdriver. But in my hands, it can dismantle gods.
I don't want to be Don Callis.
Do you want to be Don Callis?
No.
Then quit with the dad shit. Shit's getting old.
Well, thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the message.
I'm sorry, I've been saving that. Like all around the show.
We don't have an animation department, ding dong.
I know. Like all around the shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So make sure you hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an Inner Flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, folks, for all the Inner Flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you are here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9 to 5 jobs just to keep our lights on. However, there is a way that you can help rescue us all from this dim and dismal fate. And that's by doing what you find folks at home do best, which is supporting the Ravens Flock by liking our content, commenting both during and after the stream, sharing our content across social media to your friends, family, loved ones, and everyone who you know who has an affinity for geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. And most important of all, making sure that you and everyone you refer to hit the subscribe button and that you switch on the notification bell to all alerts so that you never miss a beat. The more people you refer us to, the more subscribers we get. The more subscribers we get, the more interflockers can come out of it. And before you know it, we'll be completely financially self-sustaining to the point where we're no longer doing this channel for the love of the game, but also as our livelihood. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to Members First and Members Only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. But pray tell, Jose, what is it exactly that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
So here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. And oh boy, we're drawing closer to the end of August, Juan. We're near the end, and we're about to get an incredible, explosive weekend of wrestling. Because we have NXT Heatwave happening on Sunday.
That's only for the fat. That's only for the lames. That's only for people who love the real graps.
We also have TNA Lockdown.
Boo, that's so lame. That's not even really wrestling. They're so damn boring. They're not the real graps.
And we also have AEW All In.
You have to remember how many people at Wembley. Hey, don't left to Wembley. Let me Wembley.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, needless to say, that's gonna be a lot.
Real graps happen.
Oh my god, please stop. That being said, yes, it's gonna be a fuck ton of wrestling happening at the end of August. What a great way! What a great weekend of the summertime and of, well, the graps, of course.
I don't think you're ready for the lockdown. I don't know why that came up.
Ah, careful, one. You don't want to get sued.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
All right, so let's go ahead and start things off by talking about this week's edition of WWE NXT. One, ring the bell.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay, here we go, folks. Let's do this. NXT, we have another exciting week as they're getting ready to head over to Texas for NXT Heatwave, and that's going to be a surefire show, no pun intended. And we start things off hot and strong. Watch out!
Is it hot and strong? Oh.
Yes, it is, because we get an in-ring promo from Cruz Montana.
Oh, nice. All right.
Here we go. Cruz Montana is in the makes his way through the audience. The fans love him. I love everything. Everything produced about his entrance music is great. Love the new name. Everything is awesome, and I love the graphics from New York City. Hey, it's amazing. It hits right here at home, man.
Yeah, I know. We're easy marks for goddamn New Yorkness because we're New Yorkers.
Now we're not going to get down. Now we're not going to be discriminative, right? Because he's from the Bronx. We're from Queens.
Nobody's perfect.
So Mike Santana first cut the promo, and he addresses he addresses what happened last week on NXT, and he's trying to call out he is trying to call out Tony D'Angelo, Grayson Waller, so that they can wrap up their business, and he's also calling out the newest addition to the NXT roster, Zilla Fatu.
Oh, all right. So he's letting everyone on notice.
That's right. And during the promo segment, he is joined in the ring by the newly crowned Lucha Libre AAA Cruiserweight Champion, Rey Fenix.
Oh shit! All right then. So Rey Fenix is up in this bitch. We've got some heavyweight gold up in there. Well, as heavyweight as Lucha Libre can get, but I digress. And, okay, what is his deal with Rey Fenix? Why does he want Rey Fenix in the first place?
Well, no,
it can't just be for the AAA belt.
No. Cruz Montana never called out Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix came out on his own accord, and Rey Fenix came out to support his comrade, his friend, Cruz Montana, because he knows what it feels like to have multiple enemies jumping behind his back. And Cruz Montana shared that they have years of history under their belts without directly referencing their time in TNA wrestling or AEW. So
you'd think that they would actually at least reference their TNA stuff now that they're kind of working with TNA.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Are you afraid of that? Next thing you're going to say, we can't reference the name Mike Santana because that name is dead.
Nah.
Anyways, so Ray Phoenix shakes pretty much just had an awesome moment with Cruz Montana in the ring, and Ray Phoenix looks forward to facing the winner of that night's Fatal 4-Way match from whoever is going to challenge him for the Cruiserweight title. And Cruz Montana, he's looking forward to trading hands with Grayson Waller, Zilla Fatu, and eventually Tony D'Angelo.
Yee!
So, like I said, there was no heat, there was no fight. It's just two bros having a promo segment kicking off the show.
All right, so there's no freaking actual animosity. They're just
No.
They're just being luchadores and being badasses in the ring, being badasses with each other. Okay, all right, nothing too terrible, nothing too horrifying.
And to me, and to us, I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah, me neither. Please tell me no one else actually has a problem with that.
No. We didn't get any silly run-ins. Everything was fine. Everything was dandy. And speaking of Fatal 4-Way, let's go ahead and get into the exciting match of the night. Because, oh my God, watching this made me miss WWE 205 Live. A Fatal 4-Way match to whoever wins can challenge for the AAA Cruiserweight title that will be defended next week on NXT. And your competitors are as follows. From left to right, you have Romeo Moreno, Tristan Angels, from Lucha Libre AAA, La Parca, and E.K. Prosper.
All right. Okay, so I only know maybe two of those names. But that's all right. You're saying we got us some flippy dippies going on?
Hells yeah. And for those who don't know La Parca, the wrestling name La Parca goes all the way back decades ago, my friend. I've seen an earlier iteration of La Parca in WCW.
Okay, so La Parca, he's been around the block.
He's been, there's two La Parcas. The one that wrestled in WCW, who's pretty much old at this point, and this is our generation of La Parca. So I guess that makes him La Parca Jr.?
I don't friggin' know. I know that in Lucha Libre, you can have El Hijo de La Parca, you can have La Parca Dos, you can have Super La Parca, you can have the Great Power La Parca. Wait, no, that's only in Nigeria.
Oh my God! Speaking of which, could you imagine the career trajectory of Dominic if he went by El Hijo de Rey Mysterio Jr.?
The Rey Mysterio Jr. No,
oh God.
No, he would have been dead in the water.
He would have been dead in the water. No, that would have been his judgment day.
I see what you did there.
All right,
let's get to the match.
Let's get to the match. I had to go there, man.
You hurt me with psychic damage.
Yay!
Oh, shit.
All right, all four competitors are bringing the house down. La Parca, of course, showing off his amazing chops over here, knocking down E.K. Prosper, hitting Hurricane Ranas in the middle of the ring, and doing an incredible outside dives. And then we also get this awesome moment later in the match, and this is cool. E.K. Prosper, he tries to go for a kick. Romeo Moreno catches his leg, and then E.K. Prosper used that leverage to leap himself into a moonsault, drop kicking onto La Parca, but while in the air, hitting Romeo here. So he got knocked two birds with one stone.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
very nice.
Hells yeah, like a somersault drop kick transition into a moonsault on La Parca. There. Boom.
Yay, so they're flipping and they're dipping. Awesome. Let's keep this momentum going. Oh my God.
And and after everyone's had a chance to do dives outside the ring, except for Tristan Angels, La Parca hits an incredible Asahi moonsault to the delight of the WWE fans in Orlando, Florida.
Yay, congrats everyone. They're going crazy.
Hells yeah.
Please excuse me. I'm just yay, we're flipping and we're dipping. You want me to get any further than that? It's the flippy dippy shit. It's the shit that I rag on everyone if there's too much flippy dippy. Yeah. This is literally a special exhibition for the Cruiserweight division, so expect the flippies and dippies.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not going to rag on it. Just don't expect me to be too hyper verbal on it. It's not a dig. It's just not my super bag. Not all the time.
No. That's
by all
perfectly
means.
fine. That's okay. But continuing the Fatal 4-Way action, like everything all comes to a head. We also had this moment where they recreated the moment where Ethan Page accidentally won the NXT Championship 2 years ago at Heatwave, where
he just fucking
Romeo Moreno. Yeah, Romeo Moreno like got his bell rung by La Parca, and then he flopped on top of EK Prosper. The referee counted 2 until Tristan Angels was able to break up the count.
Jesus, that was close.
That was close.
Clearly, Tristan Angels is not taking this too lightly. He's looking to actually nail these guys.
Yes, Tristan Angels, of course, is doing everything he can to try and win this match. He's the one with the least flippy dippies out of the flippy dippies, and he tries to capitalize in the middle of the ring until we get to the final moments of the match. EK Prosper is able to get his second win and knocks out all the other competitors, and he hits that incredible finishing moonsault that he does onto Romeo Moreno to pin and win. Your winner and challenging Rey Fenix next week on NXT, EK Prosper.
Yay! Cool. All right, so we're giving EK Prosper something to do over here aside from being on NXT and featuring him in Lucha Libre Triple for the Cruiserweight Championship for them is a nice way to elevate the guy without having to risk messing with anyone who's in the main NXT roster prior to EK Prosper being pushed enough. But this gives him enough bona fides to be able to say, hey, I can hang with Rey Fenix, or I survived Rey Fenix, motherfucker. I can hang with the big dogs.
Oh, hell yeah, absolutely. And I think I understand a part of the reason why you're not, you are, but you're not big.
I do like cruiserweight action. I like it when it's snappy and fast and cool. And I also like when they throw in technical wrestling and chain wrestling to go up in that shit. I like me some Dean Malenko style shit. I missed Jonathan Gresham. I don't miss his weird tentacle hentai phase.
That was weird.
That was super weird. But I digress. I do like me some shooter style short man graps. And obviously EK Prosper is more of the flippy dippies, which is perfectly fine for Lucha Libre style.
Oh, hell.
Right, so what is your theory on why you think...
Well, no, I just thought you liked it because, in WWE, when they announced Cruiserweight action, you know exactly what you're expecting. But in AEW, it's oversaturated.
Everything is it's oversaturated.
It's oversaturated.
And it doesn't feel fucking special or anything.
Exactly. And it's okay to like that stuff, but you also want to look into a variety of different wrestling styles, like hardcore wrestling, big hoss powerhouse wrestling. There's other forms of wrestling out there. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I know that, and I'm just simply.
Oh no, I'm telling the audience.
Got it. Right. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Congratulations, EK Prosper. Give him hell. Hope he does well.
And I hope that you prosper. I wasn't trying.
I can tell, which is why you're getting a single pass.
All right.
The one.
Oh, well,
Power Tools! Next segment.
All right, let's get into the exciting segment of the night. Hit it.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Shit to say.
Oh, yes. Grayson Waller is in the ring, and Grayson's got a few words to say of his own. He felt cheated out of last week after Zillafatu entered. It's also important to note that Grayson Waller also went off on social media and saying, and made fun of the fact that, oh, shit, oh, great, we got another member of the freaking bloodline in the ring.
Another member of the Anawai family.
Yeah.
Really? Really,
yeah.
bud?
Yeah,
You're just gonna try and douse him before he even steps in the ring properly. Sorry, it was still in my head.
Yeah, no. Grayson Waller pretty much said this, hey man, I'm Australian, man. Let's go mix it up. I mix it up with Samoans all the time. And he also made fun of he took a small jab at Zillafatu's real life controversy when he said oh, I'm happy that he hopped over here, so that way he could ditch that freaking ankle bracelet that he had on.
Huh.
Yeah, I think it was referring to an arrest on Zillafatu.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I think you're right. Give me 2 seconds. Here.
Oh my god! Damn, Grayson, that's a deep cut, bro.
Hang on. No, okay, I see what's up. Wow, that was when he was a freaking kid. Dude, will you fucking get off your ass? Okay, yeah, that was like 11 years ago for him. At the age of 15, Fatu was charged with aggravated robbery and spent 6 years at the Texas State Penitentiary before being released in March of 2020. After his release, he'd work his way into pro wrestling with guidance from Booker T. And Fatu converted to Islam in 2022. Well, assalamu alaikum to you.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Cool. Good on him. All right, whatever. All right, so really, you're going to try to rag on the guy for having a record? Point to me a main event, god danged Samoan on Hawaii, Fatu, freaking whatever their names want to be. Like, point to me who's got a spotless record, and then maybe I'll consider it. But wait, you can't, because Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns aren't anywhere near NXT. They never were to begin with. They went straight, like Roman came in from Florida Championship Wrestling, and Solo
was fast-tracked.
Yeah, he was fast-tracked through NXT for like, what, a year?
Yes.
And that was it. So yeah, motherfucker, nice try.
And yes, actually, Juancho, just to correct you there.
I know, the Usos have stupidities.
No, I was talking about Roman Reigns. He actually did have an arrest record, but that was years ago.
You're kidding me. Really? He did?
Yeah, he did. Go ahead and look it up. I found his mugshot. But like I said, that was years ago.
Really?
Solo Sikoa, on the other hand, I don't think I've seen anything of him having a record.
Oh Jesus, that was back when he was just before he got signed. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Okay, well, I stand corrected. Jesus Christ.
No, you're good. That's okay.
Okay, so Grayson Waller's taking cheap shots. Continue.
He's taking cheap shots, and he believes that he deserves the right to face Tony D'Angelo for the NXT title, and then he gets interrupted by Mike Santana and Tony D'Angelo, and these guys are wanting to scrap with each other. So eventually, Robert Stone, the NXT general manager, made two announcements. First off, I got a drink. Put that in. So, two announcements. First of all, Zilla Fatu will be arriving in NXT later to sign an official WWE deal, number one. And number two, at NXT Heatwave, it will be a triple threat match for the NXT title, featuring all three guys in the ring.
Yay, so now Grayson Waller can just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, mate.
I guess that's what happens when if you fucking whine enough. You need to shut the fuck up.
Like, okay, listen, I'm okay for Grayson Waller's new character arc where he's now cutting deep and he's saying whatever the hell he wants without coming off being rehearsed. But
if that's all you got to you, then I'm afraid that's not going to last very long if he doesn't win something.
Yeah, exactly. But it was still a promo. I actually liked it. I actually liked the segment. I did laugh a little bit about the ankle thing. So
really?
But
it wasn't even that funny, though, but really?
It sounds better when he says it. All right, now let's get over to the match of the night. And this one is a rematch from last week. These two guys are going to run it back, this time under Speed Rules.
But they're retiring the Speed titles, aren't they?
The women's Speed title.
Oh, I see.
Yep, Lexis King versus Lucian Price again under Speed Rules, which means that it is a 3-minute match, and there's really not much to say about it. Lexis King spent the bulk of the match just running away from him. Anytime they're in the ring, he always tries to skirt out of the ring, and it's just basically like a cat and mouse game until eventually, like after more bullshit from Lexis King and some outside leverage from the Birthright, Lexis King was able to pick up the win. And at the end of the match, the rest of Birthright enter the ring. Charlie Dempsey and Uriah Connors. They start beating the hell out of and Channing Lorenzo. They start beating the hell out of Lucian Price until Lucian was saved by his tag partner Bronco Nima to chase those sons of bitches out of the ring, to chase those nepo babies out of there.
Yeah, see, if Grayson Waller really had a problem with nepo babies, he'd go after Birthright.
Oh, but Juancho, don't you understand? There's too many damn Samoans in the WWE. We gotta do something about the bloodline, Juan.
I know what to do. I want you to listen very carefully for what I'm going to do. This is important. That's what I think we should do.
Oh God, Jesus!
Also, why the hell is this dude's chest stretching as if it was a CG model that wasn't rigged properly?
I don't know. He certainly wasn't. It's not AI generated.
Yay! Thank goodness.
Yeah, but yeah, this match was a couple of step down, like a couple of points down from their match last week because they were given more time. And oh man, that chest slap was fucking awesome. Here, it's just cat mouse, outside interference. Lexus King won. 50-50 booking!
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. All right, let's go ahead and cut ahead over to the segment of the night, and it is a sit-down split-screen interview brought to you by Progressive, featuring Dion Lennox, the leader of Dark State, and Saquon Sugars. These two men are now 1-1 in singles competition. Saquon Sugars has a victory at the Great American Bash, and Dion Lennox has a victory over Saquon 2 weeks ago. And now these two are about to duke it out in a weaponized steel cage match at Heatwave. And honestly, okay, they've got beef back. I honestly don't give a shit about their beef because their beef only stems from, Saquon Sugars, he's an indie guy. An indie guy wouldn't understand. And
are you joking?
He's the weakest out of the group because he's an indie guy. And that's where they lost me.
No! If anything, the indie guys, you'd imagine they would be the most qualified when it comes to the NXT brand because, they developed on the independent circuit and they developed their own special bond with the public.
Yeah, like I said, the group, the story already lost me a long time ago. I just want them to move on. And there's no reason for us to cheer for Saquon Sugars.
Why is Saquon Sugars rocking a Cody Rhodes style baseball bat?
A Cody Rhodes style baseball bat? What do you mean, Cody? What, the color scheme? Is it red, white, and blue?
Actually, yes.
That's not... Wait, hang on a minute. That's not Cody. No!
I said it's red, white, and blue.
Oh, shit. Whoa! Oh, God.
Yeah. I went there.
I'm sorry, man. But there's no adrenaline in this soul.
Something, Cody Rhodes.
I just want this feud to end. I don't think anybody cares about this feud between Dion Lennox and Saquon Sugars. Because there's more interesting things happening on WWE that this is pretty much at the bottom of everybody's interest.
Actually, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I cannot be bothered to care. Sorry, but Dark State started with the back foot, and if you want Dark State to mean something, you got to start by developing the guys independently. At least for a while, and then uniting to become Dark State, and then you can have people start breaking up.
Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, this attempt to trying to recreate the magic of the Shield or whatever the hell they're going for, how does LA Knight put it best? Yankee. Hang on. I got this. Actually, no. I'm just gonna cut to the other part. Sierra, uniform, Charlie, Kilo. It sucks.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah.
Also, if you're going to try to rip off someone's line, memorize it.
Shut up.
No.
But now before we get to the main event, let's briefly talk about this honorable mention here. And this is finally, these two ladies are going one-on-one. It's Natty versus Thea Hale. Veteran versus NXT rookie. Canadian versus Caffeinadian.
Thank you for that. Okay, we have a problem.
Yes.
Natty don't take shit, and Thea Hale don't give shit.
Exactly. So after weeks of shenanigans between Natty's group and Thea Hale, these two ladies finally get a chance to square off, and oh boy, Natty is truly is living up to her moniker right now.
Batty Natty.
Batty Natty, yep, because she has stretched Thea Hale in all sorts of ways. Now, go ahead. I showed you. Here's some photos of the different holds she's got her in. Now, the first one may seem a little pedestrian. You know, she's got her in a headlock takedown. Okay, that's a good start off. But then Natty cranks that meter up to 100, locking in this surfboard stretch, and oh my God, look at Thea Hale being bent. Mother indeed. This was punishment for Thea Hale. Thea Hale did try her best to fight back. Like, she relied on her same limited moves, like she did the exploder suplex, the front slam. She tried to go for the boing, but missed. And then Natty locks in the sharpshooter. Wancho.
Oh boy.
Yep. Oh wait. Well, first of all, no. There's another example of her submission prowess, locking in that abdominal stretch and locking in that leg as well. God Almighty.
My kinky girl.
No.
Needs to give her another shot of calf. It's their only hope.
And then finally, she locks in the sharpshooter, forcing Thea Hale to tap out. Your winner by submission, Natty. Oh, but we haven't stopped there, Juancho, because at the end of the match, afterwards, the rest of Natty's baddies jumped Jada Parker and Thea Hale, and Jada Parker was forced to watch Natty punishing Thea Hale with the sharpshooter.
Oh, how dare they!
Oof.
These baddies are so mean.
I know, dang man.
Oh, how dare you!
Watch out for Natty's group. They're catty and they're batty.
No, how dare you, dastardly heels.
All right, let's get over to the main event segment, because after last week's main event was interrupted by a certain Samoan, we finally get the in-ring debut of Zilla Fatu.
Oh shit, so he's keeping his name and everything.
They let him keep his name.
Good.
Wow. Amazing. Yeah, they didn't give him a silly name. No.
Good grief.
And immediately, as he's got on the mic, the fans erupted in Umaga chants. Holy shit, paying respect to the former WWE alumni and his father, the Samoan bulldozer, Umaga.
Congrats.
Damn, man.
Good on him.
I know. Like, it's just sad. Like, Umaga passing away in 2009 kind of makes you wonder, like, how different would today's Bloodline story would be if he was still alive with us? I
have no idea.
Anyways, so Zilla Fatu got on the mic. Yeah, he got a chance to talk shit at Cruz Montana, Grayson Waller, and Tony D'Angelo, and apparently, like, he signed a contract in the ring, and the three competitors who will be facing each other at Heatwave, they were given a surprise that came out of nowhere, like Randy Orton's RKO, because in the contract it states that Zilla Fatu, his first match, it's going to be at Heatwave, and it's going to be for the NXT Championship in a fatal four-way match.
So that means Grayson Waller's all pissing and moaning himself.
Oh, it's not just Grayson Waller pissing and moaning himself. Oh, no, guys, hold back the Australian, mate. Ugh. It's not just him, but we also got Cruz Montana, who tried to jump from the crowd, and he's stopped by security. He's also pissing and moaning. Well, more pissing than moaning. And then, but this guy who doesn't need anybody to hold him down, Tony D'Angelo, the master of fate, as it says on his t-shirt, the Don of NXT. The Gabagoolies. He's not afraid of no Samoan or Australian or no Boricua, you know. He's all about the grind, man, you know.
Poppity poopy. Beepity poopity pop! Poppity poopy! Poppity poopy!
Beepity boopity bop. And that's where we close off. So the triple threat match that was earlier booked that evening is now a fatal four-way match.
Congratulations. Okay, so now they're going to be extra pissy. Like, oh, so he's an actual nepotism hire.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I see now.
Oh, yes. Damn, dude. Damn. Careful, man. Don't make the Usos or Roman Reigns jealous.
I don't think they're going to be worried.
No. They're not going to be worried. No. For the other competitors, yeah, they're pissing and moaning because now they got another, and now their odds have been diminished to a quarter in the main event. But for Zilla Fatu, consider this their warning shot. Pew pew.
Don't ever do that again.
Pew pew pew.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
What? It's a warning shot.
But that is such a piss poor warning shot.
Plow, wheat.
Thank you, K-Storm.
K-Storm, thank you. You're adorable. Thank you for adding to the warning shot.
Plow.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Like the fuse hit the boom dynamite.
Oh boy, here we go, guys. Now, we got some incredible action here. We start things off with a trios match, playa.
Holla, holla, holla.
That's right, all the way over in Albuquerque, New Mexico, if I'm reading that correctly.
No.
Oh, no.
Jesus, what? You got it.
Oh, no, Baltimore, Maryland, sorry.
How the hell did you fuck up Baltimore with Albuquerque?
I'm trying to see from this distance. The glasses don't help. But anyways, so we got a...
How's this? Let me just freaking do this for you. All right? AEW Dynamite comes to you live from the Chesapeake Arena.
In Baltimore, Maryland.
Insurance at Baltimore, Maryland. How's that? How's that for you?
Thank you. Thank you,
Does that
Bob.
help?
Okay.
Does it? Freaking get your glasses redone.
All right.
It's embarrassing.
No. It's just the picture's too small. Anyways, the trios match.
We're blind as fuck.
Yes, we are. It's a trios match where the aerial assassin Will Ospreay reunites with his comrades from United Empire, Hanare and I'm trying to remember his name, Francesco Akira versus the Don Callis family. You've got Brian Cage. You have let's see here, Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk, and you have Rocky Romero.
I would prefer that goddamn Lance Archer. Freaking Brian Cage kept that mohawk look. That would have been beautiful.
I would have preferred that too, and the Logan chops.
Yes,
Yeah.
Those would have been nice. But apparently, we're not allowed to have nice.
Oh no!
Every one of these guys in the Don Callis family has to be interchangeable.
They have to be interchangeable, and they have to have no sense of identity, unless they're luchadors or they're guys like Kyle Fletcher. Anyways,
You mean flippy dippy dudes?
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways, so the trios match is pretty awesome in itself. Both teams, the Don Callis family and United Empire, go head to head. Will Ospreay and the United Empire start things off by getting the early control of the match. We also get some big hoss fight between Lance Archer and Hanare, despite the size difference, of course. You know, Hanare is a little bit on the lighter side, but nevertheless, he still proves that he can match the Murder Hawk's strength for strength.
Am I correct in assuming that Hanare happens to be a Maori wrestler?
I believe so. I think he's from New Zealand.
Yes, he is a New Zealander.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's definitely got some Maori heritage in him. Okay,
That's cool.
I didn't want to make an assumption due to his face tat, but still.
No. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Anyways, getting back to the action. So yeah, Lance Archer, Hanare, they have a big hoss. They have a little big hoss face off. Hanare, like Lance Archer tries to go for a running move. Hanare was able to scoop him up, hit him with an incredible power slam, exploding in the ring. That was awesome. And then later during this match, oh man, I want to focus on this little guy here, Francisco Akira, because this guy is so hilarious. Here's two moments where he tries to fight back against dudes bigger than him. Right here, where he tries to chop down Brian Cage but gets his ass handed to him. And then later in the match, he tries to, in recreating what happened at this year's Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, Francisco Akira tries to chop Lance Archer, but basically, he came off more looking like Ilya Dragunov. If you get my meaning. Lance Archer no-sold the chops and just dunked his ass.
Don't go to AEW, please.
Yes, Ilya Dragunov, please. Don't go to
Have some self-respect.
Yeah, dude. Dude, honestly, if you go back and wrestle in Europe, you're better off doing that. Like, but just still go to All Elite Wrestling. Come on, man. Anyways, nevertheless, so after recreating that, I don't know if that was supposed to be tongue-in-cheek from AEW, but the United Empire regained the momentum in this match. Rocky Romero is left in the ring with Will Ospreay. Rocky Romero took a little bit too much time being cocky and arrogant to the fans, and then he gets blindsided from behind by the hidden blade by Will Ospreay to pick up the victory. Your winners, Will Ospreay and the United Empire.
Yay! Good on him. Good job for the good guy. Also, Joe made his way in the chat. How's it going, Joe? Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. I missed Dynamite. Well, you tuned in just in time as we are starting our review and recap of this week's episode.
Hells yeah! You came to the right place, my friend. So yeah, great trios match to start things off. That was pretty awesome. It's so fucking annoying. I didn't like that they recreated the no selling chops shit. Like, come on, guys.
That was either meant to be a dig at Dragunov or a shout out to him. Whatever it was dumb.
You know AEW, they love to make those inside jokes. Elbow nudge nudge.
Wink nudge.
Assholes. Anyways, so now let's get to the exciting match of the night, and this is a quarterfinal match in the Continental Challenge Cup.
How is this your pick for the exciting match?
Because despite my criticisms against Jon Moxley's booking, this is actually a really fucking good match. It is Switchblade Jay White going up against Jon Moxley, the Continental Champion. Okay, anyways. So, this is another quarterfinal match between these guys. And before we get to the match, let's talk about the prize itself. Because I actually finally got a picture of the trophy. And here it is, folks. Look at the Continental Challenge Cup. It's so big, so shiny, so silvery, so generic, and it comes with a red ribbon. What an
Two red ribbons.
Two red ribbons.
That's more than one. Oh my God, Jose.
What an unbelievably giant consolation prize to anybody who wins this tournament but doesn't win the Continental Championship. I really shouldn't be saying it like that, but no, I'm sorry, but like, I think that's what this was intentional. Like, if the winner of, like, assuming that they're like, if we have a winner for the tournament and assuming that they lose when they challenge for the Continental Championship, like, that really sucks. Tony Khan will be like, oh man, it sucks you didn't win the tournament, but hey, at least you got this cup. It's a good consolation prize, right? Yeah, you can tell your friends about it.
No. Die in a goddamn fire.
And furthermore, I finally got an explanation of the reason for this Continental Challenge Cup. Like, we've torn it apart last week, that there's no reason for it. I saw a video from Tony Schiavone and Tony Khan. And Tony Khan's explanation, I cut through all the bullshit, all the nerd blabber, and came down to this explanation. The explanation is simple. The purpose of the Continental Challenge Cup is to have an annual tournament during the summer, whereas the Continental Classic is an annual tournament during the end of fall/winter.
That's it?
That's it.
No. No.
There it is. That's the explanation. That's what I got.
No. Just no.
Why is that, Juancho?
Because no. Is that it? Is that really it? No, I don't fucking... No. No. There's no fucking need. If you just want to fucking do that, then just fucking say you want another tournament.
Oh, but this is a good chance to give the fans of AEW, like, some incredible dream matches during the Continental Cup.
You know what you fucking do? Just book the stupid matches!
Oh, but this is for the fans who wants to see some pure wrestling with no...
You still have pure wrestling!
Oh, no, Juancho, please, not the Don Phallus tool.
I'll fucking do it. I don't give a damn.
No, don't don my phallus.
I'll don your phallus all the live long day.
Oh God.
Give that back. Thank you. I need that later to work on the car.
All right. So, anyway,
let's get to the actual match.
Yeah, getting into the actual match. This match was the longest of the entire night of Dynamite.
That automatically means it's the best?
No.
I don't know.
No, because there was actual technical wrestling in the ring. There was no bullshit that Jon Moxley tried to get away with Jungle Jack last week. These two guys actually fucking fought. It was a hard fought match. Lots of submission holds between these guys. Just pure wrestling. No garbage. No weapons. No blood. I think I already said that. And Jay White was mostly dominating throughout the entire fight. Like there was a moment during the match where Jay White hit an unbelievable fisherman suplex in the middle of the ring, and he also tries to follow it up with the Blade Runner, and then freaking Jon Moxley tries to Hulk out, brother, but then he gets knocked down.
In the chat, how's it going, Mr. Quake? Welcome to Wrestle Rewind, and
hey!
he also Mrs. Hayden Panettiere. Rest in peace. Thank you for that, man.
Rest in peace, Hayden Panettiere. Today was supposed to be her birthday.
God damn. Yeah, see, Joe even says it. Just book the damn matches. LMAO. Very, very true. I mean, yes, Jon Moxley is a try-hard, Mr. Quake. He doesn't realize the internet is forever, and the video where he got beat up in a amateur Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match against a dude who looks like he ought to be pumping gas at 7-Eleven is never going away.
Yeah, dude, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns would be ashamed of you. They would look at the video and be like, "Oh man."
Yeah, no.
So we're not inviting him over for Thanksgiving, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, we're not. Okay, good. Anyways, so yeah, Moxley does try to fight back. He does try to lock in series holds and takedowns and everything. And then we get to the final moments of the match where Moxley, he regains control after a failed Blade Runner by Jay White. Moxley tries to lock in the Bulldog chokehold. Jay White was able to fight out of it. He tries to put it down with another Blade Runner, but Moxley was able to reverse it. It hits the Death Rider, but Jay White was able to kick out after 2, and then we get to the predictable finish of every Moxley match. When somebody kicks out of a finisher, Moxley immediately goes for a chokehold,
and they automatically lose.
The match was fun. The match was awesome. The finish predictable. Your winner and advancing to the semifinals of the Continental Challenge Cup, Jon Moxley.
You wanted me to be excited. You failed.
Well, I was excited.
You still failed. How could you?
Because, it was actually, two guys, not exactly at... Well, yeah, no, two guys... there was no disadvantages between these two guys. It was pretty much
and there wasn't any stupid, oh, hey, we're only going to be in the ring for a minute, and then I'm going to drag you out, and we're going to be smashing around. We're going to be helter-skelter, romping, stomping, booper-duper bullshit. No?
Exactly, that.
Okay, and yet, it was still Moxley. He stayed with his technical wrestling stuff that he could do, but you're over here trying to tell me that he managed to make it exciting and shit. But that they managed to make it a challenging match.
It was exciting because Jay White brought the fight to Moxley and made Moxley work for it. Jay White put in a lot of the work. He was kicking Moxley's ass up until that point. So he was
carrying Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
The Switchblade deserves a little bit more respect.
No. I'm not saying...
no, not you. I'm just addressing, to AEW, Jay White deserves more respect.
Yeah, no, he does. If he's a guy to carry freaking the king of Death Jitsu Jack off over here, then maybe he should be the Continental Champion. Yeah,
exactly. All right, now let's get over to the exciting segment of the night, and this is a sit-down segment moderated by Renee Paquette between the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega and the number 1 contender, Will Ospreay.
Okay, so this was simply a sit-down. This is simply an interview Between these guys, no one else was there to interfere. Nobody pulled any bullshit on anyone.
Nope, no bullshit on anyone.
No Don Fallis shit.
No Don Fallis shit.
You sure about that?
Positive. So, during this sit-down interview, like, they talked about many things. They first talked about their times to get in New Japan Pro Wrestling, where Kenny Omega made a name for himself, and then after Kenny Omega left New Japan, Will Ospreay had to take up the mantle of being the top gaijin for New Japan and established his own career over there. So they did comparisons between that. And then they talked about like what these guys were doing during the pandemic era. Will Ospreay accuses Kenny Omega of taking things too easy during the pandemic era, where all he had to do was just drive around for a couple minutes from town to town. Like, motherfucker, I had to fly from Japan to different countries, and during the lockdown period, like, yeah, no, it was worse for Ospreay than it was for Kenny Omega, because at least Kenny Omega was on TV.
Ha. Bum-bum-bum.
Exactly. Then they get into the subject of their experience with Don Callis and how different they are from each other, and then eventually talking about their upcoming match at All In, where Kenny Omega thinks that Will Ospreay is going to choke and he's going to lose and he's going to be a disappointment to every one of his countrymen in London, England. And Will Ospreay acknowledges the pressure and says that and made it very clear that he is determined to win. He cannot afford to lose. Kenny Omega then closes things off by saying, "Hey, listen, win, lose, or draw, I know you're going to give it your all, but I'll still respect, and I still forgive you, Will Ospreay. I think you're going to be fine." And then, as a final jab to Ospreay, he then says, like, "Oh no, don't worry, I'm not like." He wasn't going to take a jab at his wife, but then Kenny Omega says, like, "Oh, but I'd be a little more concerned about your son looking for a new hero," and mentioning the kid, Kenny Omega, like, Will Ospreay tries to go for, like, it almost turned into a fight until Kenny was like, "Oh, whoa." So Kenny Omega has gone full heel by this point.
So rude.
So rude. Also, it's been a long time since we've had heel Kenny Omega.
Yeah, true. Like, he hasn't actually done anything super heelish except talking that weird, creepy phone sex voice.
And taking a jab at Will Ospreay's kid.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, now. But, yeah, no, trust me, this shit's gonna come back a little bit later, so.
Also, Vicente Guerrero made his way in the chat. How's it going, Vicente? Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. And Vicente was also saying, telling Mr. Quake, even Chris Benoit at his worst in the ring was at least 100 times better than Mox's best attempt at technical wrestling. Mm-hmm.
Facts.
I want Ospreay. It feels like Wimbledon. Oh, they're talking about who they want to win in the match. Okay, between Moxley and Omega.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Now let's get over to the match of the night. And this one I really didn't care for. It's another quarterfinal tournament match between, I kid you not, AEW commentator Nigel McGuinness versus Hechicero, the alchemist of wrestling, of Lucha Libre. And listen, okay, I'm not so much as against the tournament as Juan is. Like, if you want another tournament during the summer, fine, whatever. But
don't try to bullshit us and tell us that the tournament isn't that it's totally randomized or whatever. Nah, bitch. Don't try to bullshit us. We know how Tony Khan books his shit. He picks who he wants to win, and then he works backwards. And he books the matches exactly so because he wants to see his favorite action figures bouncing around in the ring for him.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you saw it in the video I was playing a while ago before we went live. We saw how Tony Khan books this tournament. He pulls random names out of a Jacksonville Jaguars football helmet.
Bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah, no. Do you know what would have actually been fun? If it really was randomly selected, and if it really was pulled out from a fucking helmet, because that at least could have given people a fucking sense of excitement and a sense of randomness and shit. Because if you want it really to really be a blind draw, as he fucking called it, no, motherfucker, then you fucking actually show people that it's being set at random, and then you work from there.
Also, Why is Nigel McGuinness in this tournament, dude? Like, I'm sorry. I don't think any of today's wrestling audience, whether they're watching a TV or live, I don't think anybody's going to know who the hell Nigel McGuinness was before he retired from wrestling due to hepatitis.
Ouch. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, there's a long list of wrestlers in All Elite Wrestling that could have been more deserving of this tournament spot than a commentator.
And I'm over here seeing Joe in the chat is saying, was Nigel okay in here? I never liked him.
Nigel was okay during this match. Apparently, the story is that Nigel hurt his leg during the first round of the tournament on Saturday's Collision, and this played into this match. But like at the same time, like I really didn't care for it because like, dude, it's a commentator trying to fight. Like, I don't want to see that. Like that spot could have been given to anybody who needs TV time.
He's got like what 950 wrestlers in the ring, or rather in his roster that he keeps. Oh, Joe says I knew who he was. Yeah, no, we understand that we know who he is. And no, we're just like saying like they could have picked an actual active wrestler, not just stunt casting in fucking Nigel McGuinness for the sake of, oh, hey, he was the guy who did all this stuff. It's like, Mr. Quake is even saying, I want Taz. That would have been fucking funny if you're going to stunt cast someone in a tournament. Yeah, then Nick Aldis greater than Nigel. Yep.
Yeah.
Magnus is way more likable. Hell yeah.
Also, like, this is just another minor jab at the commentary team, but like, I've seen we've gotten to the point where now the AEW commentators have like a freaking carousel of who's the third guy. 1 week it's Taz, the next week is Nigel, the next week is either Paul White or Bryan Danielson, if we could get Bryan Danielson down here from Washington.
No, that's not happening.
Oh, God. Anyways, this match was fine. I believe Hechicero got the victory. So he's advancing in the tournament, so good for him.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Now let's get over to the not so exciting segment, and this one is another sit-down interview.
Renee's got nothing else to do.
Renee doesn't have a. Oh no! But this is produced differently. It's not just a sit-down, but it's a sit-down split-screen interview. So both ladies have been separated because last week Mercedes Moné jumped Willow Nightingale backstage while calling her a bitch, and here in this interview. 90% of Mercedes Moné's dialogue is pretty much just calling Willow Nightingale a stupid bitch.
Is all she's got?
And she's also trying to bring up shit where where Willow Nightingale accidentally injured Mercedes Moné during their last fight in 2023 in New Japan, where Willow Nightingale dethroned Mercedes Moné for the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's title. As if any of the casual wrestling fans will know about that! Oh my God! And they don't even bother explaining! You see, this is why Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay was a better interview, because they actually went in depth and they were given time to flush out their history. Here, it's just two women bitching at each other and someone digging up an old grudge from years ago that not many people remember.
And even fewer people cared about. Vicente in the chat, even as a very part-time wrestler, it's great seeing Nigel McGuinness can still work decent in the ring. No offense to Hechicero either. Both guys are badass. No, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're both excellent in the ring. I'm
just arguing that there could have been other wrestlers that would have been more deserving to be in the tournament than putting in a guy who only wrestles part-time.
And who spends the majority of his on-screen time at commentary.
Yeah, that's my argument. Anyway, so getting back to here, so eventually Willow Nightingale had enough of Mercedes' bullshit. She leaves her area of the interview and then finds Mercedes Moné somewhere backstage. These two ladies continued their brawl all the way in the middle of the ring until security and other personnel came up to break them up, and that's where it ends. That was the only exciting part, was the ladies were fighting at the end.
But they were split screen. They were separated.
But somehow Willow Nightingale found her.
And they just
fought. Yep.
Well, fucking, at least that's a little more interesting, I guess. It's weird because, you know, if that's the extent of Mercedes Money's promo work, then shit, anyone can do that. It doesn't take Shakespeare to call a lady that you don't like a stupid bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, no, fucking, aren't you an artiste? Aren't you an actress? Aren't you, like, a superstar of music and television? Shouldn't you be fucking, more creative than that? I mean, no disrespect to Mercedes Money, but goddamn, woman.
Also, I was incorrect. Nigel McGuinness won, so I guess we're pushing the part-time commentator into the semifinals. Oh, great! What the fuck kind of story are they telling with him? But anyways, yeah, no. If it weren't for the pull apart, I honestly was I was bored as shit from Mercedes and Willow Nightingale because it's just nobody cares.
Well, how many people were popping when Willow grabbed her and started whipping her ass?
Everybody was popping because they popped when they fought.
Okay, so at least they actually did manage to get the crowd reaction. All right, fucking sure. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now, before we get into the main event, let's go ahead and briefly talk about this honorable mention. This was hyped up for 2 weeks now. A fatal four-way match for the AEW TBS Championship as the defending champion Maya World defends her title against Chris Statlander, the current CMLL Women's World Champion Persephone, and Hikaru Shida. And this was an excellent, awesome fatal four-way match between four very talented women wrestlers, and they pulled out all stops between all of them. It was great. Chris Statlander, of course, mostly dominated during this fight with her power moves, but the fans were mostly getting behind Maya World. They were chanting for the new girl on the block, and yeah, no, it was just exciting to see all the ladies fighting in the middle of the ring. And eventually, Chris Statlander tried to lock in the Wednesday Night Fever, tried to put down Maya World with the Wednesday Night Fever, but Maya World was able to reverse it, roll up Chris Statlander to pick up the victory and retain. Your winner, and still the TBS champion, Maya World. And also the camera caught this shot right here, and if this is leading where I think it's leading, then I hope that it comes to fruition, and I hope that, there's no, I thought I uploaded it. Didn't I?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they caught a picture of, oh no, Chris Statlander is very disappointed because she lost. She was outsmarted. Oh, could this be leading to a heel turn?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, if we're going to have that kind of videography to go into it, then sure, fuck it, why not?
I think, because at this point, Chris Statlander's babyface run is getting very stale. Not many fans are popping for her, so she's got to do something to shake things up. And I think run as a villain character instead might help Chris Statlander. What do you think?
Yeah, give it a shot. Why not? Like I said, in the chat, let me see here. Joe was saying, also, I just love Willow. The pop is going to be good in London. Mr. Quake was saying Tyra May Steele won the gold with a broken freaking knee. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Vicente Guerrero, Mercedes only called Willow a stupid / dumb bitch once in this promo. Mercedes came off sounding like Tekla. I don't know if that was a compliment or not.
Yeah. Actually, no, I got nothing bad to say about Tekla. I like Tekla. She's great.
I know, but Vicente was referring specifically to the promo where, Tekla.
And I was going to say, are you sure? You sure it was just once, Vicente? Because I watched it. I'm pretty sure it was more than once. Okay? Anyways. So, let's now get over to the main event. And this is another trios match. Playa.
Holla, holla, holla.
Oh, that's right. Here we go, baby. And if you're fans of All Elite Wrestling, then that means that you have to, by default,
by
law, have to be fans of the Elite.
Yeah! Yeah!
Super kick party?
1,895,000 stars!
Jesus!
All the stars!
Oh man. Here we go. It is the Elite, the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks going.
They need TV time too.
Versus who else? The Don Callis family, and this time it's El Clon, Jake Doyle, and Mark Davis.
Okay, so 1 lucha and 2 random white guys.
Yes!
2 random big white guys who are hairy.
Gee, I wonder who's going to win. Could it possibly be the generic guys and the luchador?
Or could it be the founders of the company? The original creators of All Elite Wrestling? If you don't actually count Cody Rhodes' work in this and actually promoting it all.
Anyways, so yeah, if you're a fan of the Elite, then bravo to you. You're finally getting a chance to watch your heroes win. Because, yeah, there was a lot of shit that happened during the main event. The Elite did stereo dives, as you can see right here. Juanjo? Yep.
It's not stereo if there's 3.
Oh, yeah, surround sound.
No, Jose, I'm afraid surround sound doesn't work because surround sound is specifically 5.1 surround sound because you actually have to have 4 corners and 1 main forward speaker with the subwoofer in it.
Well, fine. Then it's a tope suicida trifecta.
There you go. Jesus Christ, get your shit right.
Yep, it's a suicida trifecta. Everybody's getting ducked outside, and you know what? There's really not much for me to say. The finish is predictable. Like, there's Kenny Omega. He's already winding up, and he connects with the V trigger on Jake Doyle. And then we get to the finish of the match. Rocky Romero tries to interfere, but
what the fuck is Christian Cage doing?
Christian Cage gets into the ring, and
he's not any of these guys' father.
He gets into the ring and he stops Rocky Romero in his tracks, allowing the Elite to pick up the victory. Your winners, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. How expected.
Okay, why Christian Cage? Is he feuding? Are
Cage,
Edge and Christian dealing with Rocky Romero?
Edge and Christian are dealing with the Young Bucks.
Okay.
They have a little rivalry going on. They don't want the Don Callis family to fuck them up before All In. Oh no, they want to face the Bucks at their best.
Okay, so Christian's going in to
saving the Bucks
for himself and for Edge.
Yeah. And then, no.
Okay,
we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this because now we get to the bullshit that happened after the main event. Then, freaking Kenny Omega gets on the mic. Kenny Omega gets on the mic. He calls out Will Ospreay. Now, Will Ospreay marches down to the ring and then and wants to face off with Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega calls security to escort Will Ospreay out of here. And then Kenny Omega makes another jab saying like, oh yeah, go home to being a disappointing dad to your son. And then Will Ospreay goes into the ring. These two guys start brawling it out. And then the numbers, there was too much security for Will Ospreay to handle. Kenny Omega then hits the V trigger on Will Ospreay, and then Kenny Omega throws the security out. He gets on the mic, and then he pretty much says like, I never needed you guys anyway. And then he goes full 100% heel on Will Ospreay, saying like, get over here, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Get over here! I'm gonna give you one more lesson. And then he shouts at Will Ospreay with the title, saying like, this is as close as you're gonna get. And then right before hitting the one-winged angel on Will Ospreay through the table, and that's where we close off Dynamite. Kenny Omega has fucking snapped.
He's Snapdragon?
Oh, he's Snapdragon, all right.
I don't think I like this face. This face is screaming, bite the pillow, I'm going in dry. This face is screaming, actually, the legal age of consent in Japan is 16.
I don't need to know that.
Yeah, but Kenny Omega knows that.
I figured that was something Will Ospreay would mention as an info dump. After all, he knows 14-year-old Japanese girls, right?
Hey, I was kidding originally. I didn't realize that they actually raised it. Yeah, it used to be 13.
Ah!
And they raised it back on June.
Jesus!
Yeah. I was joking. Jesus Christ.
Alex Windsor, keep a closer eye on Ospreay, please. Thank you. Anyway, so...
No. I don't think Ospreay is actually Omega's type.
Oh God!
For one thing, he's British.
Oh, damn.
Anyway, no, let me look at the chat. I know those are cheap shots. I don't care.
Go ahead, Juan.
Let me see here. Okay, Elite. TBS title is awesome. Let's see, Tekla's cool. She said bitch more than 3 times. Cedric Guerrero, especially Powerhouse Hobbs. Vicente was saying, I noticed that too about Tony Khan not pushing big men. Anytime we see Brian Cage or Lance Archer jobbing to small guys, I get pissed off and I'm like, what the fuck? It happens at every fucking match. No kidding. Let me see what else. Okay, especially Powerhouse Hobbs. Yep, no wonder CM Punk left AEW. The Elite. Yep, there we go. It's Joe, the founders. Doyle and Davis are so good, man. I can give or take for Ares. For Aries, Y2J and Cody made AEW the Icons, Kool-Aid or Hawaiian Punch. Let me see here. Always a Chris Statlander fan for me, babyface or heel. She's always a badass. Love how she's not only came back from a torn ACL twice, but can still do kip-ups in the ring. I hear you about Powerhouse Hobbs getting jobbed out at different times during the early AEW run. It's also weird seeing him job to Orange Cassidy in 2 minutes. Ew. Joe saying, I like that Davis got a backstage promo a couple weeks ago. Hopefully more for him. Yeah, here's hoping. And yes, we remember Black Dynamite, Mr. Quake. And yeah, Chris Statlander's a better heel. Okay, yeah. All right, so, yeah, no, I could definitely tell as far as the ending over here is going. Yep, Omega has gone full heel. Never go full heel.
And he's gone cuckoo crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Okay.
I was joking about the age of consent line. I swear, I promise. I swear to Bob, I forgot. I do not actually know that stuff, and I was joking.
All right, now let's shift gears and let's go over to this week's edition of TNA Impact. Yay. And this is their final TV taping at Philadelphia before they head to the road to Chicago, Illinois for Lockdown.
Yay!
Oh boy, here we go. And we kick off this week's edition of TNA Impact with Mustafa Ali, leader of the Order 4, to address the TNA audience.
Okay, please, go on.
Yep, Mustafa Ali is still very angry, and he's still feuding with the former member of Order 4, Jason Hotch, who has dethroned Mustafa Ali a couple of weeks ago for the TNA International Championship. Mustafa Ali is still angry and is still fuming about it. He can't let it go, and he has decided to send someone from Order 4 to go after him to take him out. And he sent Jason Hotch's former tag partner, John Schuyler, pretty much saying like, oh, John Schuyler, you know, you've been part of the group, but you haven't proven your loyalty as of late. And tonight, this is your chance to prove your loyalty to me. And the fans were booing. Ooh. The fans were chanting, or I think they were chanting like, fuck you, Ali, at Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, no, this is definitely no way to earn any votes here, Mustafa.
Also, can we give Mustafa Ali a little bit of credit? Like, in real life, like, Mustafa Ali is now also working as a road agent for, as a talent scout for TNA Wrestling. So he's trying to help find new blood.
Yeah, no, go for it, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, very heelish promo to open up Impact. Of course, the fans hate it because, yeah, that's the point. I'm just sick. I'm just done with Order 4. Like, can we please just have this group implode? I want to see a faction implode on Impact, for goodness sake.
Well, you'd think that they would have something ready by now, but nope, not yet.
All right. So now let's switch over to the exciting match of the night, and this one-on-one contest has major implications for Lockdown.
And it is.
And this is to determine the lethal lockdown advantage. It's a fight between the former NXT Tag Team Champion Fabian Eichner taking on Bryant Myers representing the System. Yep.
All right. So the Italian style like super suave dude versus the most professional wrestler.
Pretty much. And after weeks and weeks of watching the current product of TNA Wrestling, I finally understand the feud between the System and whoever the fuck they're fighting. It's pretty much old seasoned vets versus the young guys. Old people versus new people. The gatekeepers versus the rising stars. And oh no, it becomes a very big problem if you're going to book your show like that, like old guys versus young guys.
How so? I mean,
Well,
it starts off all right over here. You see Eichner, hitting Brian Myers with the 10 count punches.
okay, well, I'll get to my explanation as to why later. But yes, Fabian Eichner definitely took the fight to Brian Myers. He pulls a page off of Kenny Omega's book. He hits he hits Finley. He hits a rolling fireman's carry, followed up by a second rope moonsault, and then hits the 10 count punches after hitting Brian Myers' head on all four corners of the ring. Everything was going fine and hunky-dory until, with the referee's back turn, Brian Myers was able to take advantage, to hit a sneak attack, take advantage of the match, and get control after the commercial break. And then during this match, like, Brian Myers had complete control. Fabian Eichner was able to hit a comeback. He was able to fight his way back. And then we get over to the finish where Brian Myers, with the referee's back turn, hits one low blow, tries to put Fabian Eichner down with a spear, but Eichner kicks out after two. So to finish him off, Brian Myers grabs the referee and then hits Fabian Eichner with another fucking low blow? Two? Really, Eichner? You're gonna fall for that shit again?
How?
And then Brian Myers hits the roster cut, which is a running lariat, to pick up the win. Your winner, Brian Myers. A great match. I don't like the finish because you made the newest signee, the newest good guy, look dumb!
Like, congratulations! Eichner is now worthless!
Two low blows! Come on, man!
Jesus. I'm sorry, but, like, the point of this stuff is to make it, like, a fucking way to catapult the newer guy and make it like, oh shit, he can hang with a member of the system. The system are put on notice because Fabian Eichner is there and he's not taking anybody's shit. Nope, it's just system wins, LOL. And not even anyone good in the system. Brian fucking Myers.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, oh God, it's so agonizing. Like, I hate it. And this goes back to what Brian Zane said in his review of WrestleMania 42. Like, you shouldn't book your match between old guy versus young guy because it presents a problem. Like, if you beat the young guy, it doesn't make you look good. Like, okay, you beat a young guy. But if a young guy wins, but if a young guy loses, haha, you got beaten by an old guy. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you mean. Like, congratulations, you beat an old man, and congratulations, you got beat by an old man.
Exactly.
Okay, I get what you're going for with there. It doesn't really translate that hard in the case of Brian Myers. I'm not saying that he hasn't overstayed his welcome. Like you said, you want to see a faction break up. I would personally like to see the system break up, but not because I think the guys in the system are overplayed or overrated and shit. I believe the faction itself is outplayed and overrated, and it's high time to actually get them to break apart. Because, I'm sorry, the moment you lost Moose, you kind of lost the sauce. Also, with Dirty Dango being part of the fucking system. Who'd have fucking thought? I'm over here missing Dirty Dango!
I miss Dirty Dango!
No, do you know how ridiculous that is? Do you know how ridiculous you gotta be to make me miss Dirty Dango? How fucked up can you be to make me miss Dirty Dango? Come on, man! Put some effort into it!
I know. Nevertheless, it was still a great match to watch out of all the other matches on Impact. So I can't knock it too hard, I guess. Now let's get to the exciting segment of the night, and this one. Oh, why'd you shrink it?
Oh no, not that. That's a different thing. I'm shrinking.
Oh, okay.
It's that.
I'll wait. There we go. We get an interview segment between the TNA Knockouts World Champion Xia Brookside and Cora Jade.
You mean Elena Black?
I mean Elena Black, sorry. Oh yeah, dead names, right?
Dead name, pal.
Yep. This was actually a pretty good straightforward, and unlike the Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné interview, they didn't need to result in calling each other dumb bitch a lot.
And they actually were separated because neither of them were in the building, were they?
No, they weren't.
Yeah. No, I actually saw a little thingy on her Instagram. Elena Black shared her getting her hair ready and stuff so that she could film her part of the split screen interview.
Yeah.
So go figure. Elena Black and Xia Brookside actually were separated. One minor thing, though.
What's up?
I don't know who did the lighting work for Elena Black and Xia Brookside in their rooms or lockers or wherever they're at, but that lighting just washed them both out completely. I'm sorry, but I honestly believe that if you could take your fill light, which is the, like, you know how you're supposed to have like a 3-light system?
Yeah.
Right? If you're taking just a single fill light that's supposed to be like head on, you've got to have it be just a little bit darker than the main lighting that you have for the rest of the room. Otherwise you have this effect on Xia Brookside and Elena Black where the highlighting on their faces makes it look like they're translucent. That's just me in cinematography brain. That's just me in fucking like, hey, I've been vlogging, I've been doing videography and filmmaking for forever and a day, and like, it's not as egregious on Xia Brookside's end, but the person who did Elena Black's lighting needs to be punched in the mouth.
Right. Maybe it was her boyfriend, Casey Navarro.
She needs a new boyfriend. Nominate me. K-Storm, would you approve?
Wacho!
He needs a new boyfriend.
Wacho! He could kick your ass!
And I can kick his. Your boy?
Also, I have power tools.
Get it with the power tools. Jesus.
See, if K-Storm approves, I'm down. All right, but enough of me being a thirsty bastard.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to the
talk.
talk.
Tell us about the fucking thing. I just needed a cheap laugh.
You're fine. So Cora Jade. So these two ladies went straight. Elena Black and Xia Brookside were pretty much hyping up their upcoming lockdown match for the women's world title. Elena Black explained like the reason why she did the silly makeup job last week on Xia Brookside was because Xia Brookside needed to be humbled. She needed to be humbled and she needed to be humiliated. And it was all just fun and games for Elena Black. But when it comes to the championship, but when it comes to lockdown, it ain't going to be fun and games. It's going to be straight up business for Elena Black. And Xia Brookside pretty much cut your typical heel promo saying that she's looking forward to humiliating Elena Black in front of her hometown in Chicago. You know, that kind of heel talk.
Okay, and just so we're clear, Xia Brookside's supposed to be the bad guy in here.
Yes, the one with the title.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, listen. I understand the dynamic here now, but it's not like Xia Brookside cannot blame that on Elena Black if she's closing her eyes completely while someone else is doing her makeup for her. And not opening her eyes at all the entire fucking time. I'm sorry, that's not something that you can blame on someone else. That is you being stupid. Because I've been like, this is me back in cinematography and doing theater work and fucking shit. And K-Storm can even fucking tell you, if you're a lady or if you're presenting as a lady for some sort of live performance or some sort of live shit, and someone else is doing your makeup work for you, you don't just keep your eyes closed the whole fucking time.
No.
Well, actually...
Oh?
Wait, what?
It depends on who's doing it. If it is a professional makeup artist, yes, you do. So that they can work. You follow their instructions. If it is not, yes, keep an eye on it.
What the fuck? Like, that just means Xia Brookside... Yes.
You never let a rival do your makeup.
No. That's just it. Xia Brookside didn't know it was Elena Black because she started with her eyes closed.
Okay, that's the dumb.
That's the dumb.
Yeah.
That's the dumb I'm talking about. Like, I'm sorry, you're just fucking gullible.
You gotta know who's doing your makeup.
Exactly. You don't just sit down, close your eyes, and expect whoever to just start brushing on you. How the fuck do you know it ain't some sort of psychopath with, like, freaking,
Mercury makeup.
Yeah, like old school Mercury makeup or fucking, like, makeup laced with, like, anthrax or whatever the fuck.
Arsenic.
Oh, no, arsenic?
That was a thing.
Oh, I know, because, people were fucking stupid and crazy back then.
Cool.
I know, back in the Victorian era and shit. Point is, Xia Brookside, it's her own damn fault. She doesn't have to blame any fucking buddy except for herself. And Elena Black, I'm sorry, but Elena's got more ferocity to her. Elena's got a bit of a size advantage over Xia Brookside, and she's got a little more experience. She's been around the block. So, sorry, but Elena Black, I'm pretty sure she's going to mop the floor with Xia Brookside unless there's some shenanigans involved.
Well, we'll find out. We'll see. I will be watching TNA Lockdown, so I'm going to check out this just because I'm interested in seeing this dynamic, because I haven't seen, this is my first time watching TNA Lockdown, where every match is inside a steel cage. So.
What kind of steel cage?
Solid steel.
Solid steel cage!
Oh,
there we go.
God.
You gotta fucking say it, otherwise I will crap on you for it. And yeah, Cora Jade is Paige meets AJ Lee. That's because she's the adopted daughter of AJ Lee and CM Punk, along with Roxy. And who else got adopted?
Lyra Valkyria.
There we go, Lyra Valkyria. Okay, so yeah, Punk and AJ adopted all three of these ladies. And Joe in the chat saying, true, I had drag queen friends before, and they were really good even with my eyes closed. All right, see? Like, yeah, like they're good at makeup and everything. The thing is, like, you don't just start with your eyes closed and not know who the hell's doing your face. Who the hell's powdering you up? Who the hell's doing your makeup?
Exactly.
So, sorry, sucks to suck, Xia. You brought that on yourself for being a dum-dum.
All right. Now let's get over to the match of the night, and this is Rich Swann versus Mr. Elegance. And I really don't give a fuck about the Elegance brand. This is another faction that needs to die.
I don't know. I actually like the fact that they added a dude to the Elegance brand. I do like that, and it's about high time for it, only because it helps with the whole fact of, these prissy fussy like catty little ladies. You throw in a dude in the mix, and of course he's like this fucking like almost twinkish, hunky, like ripped dude. So yeah, go figure. And yes, calling him Mr. Elegance is perfect for it.
All right, fair.
They have not run out their run or overstayed their welcome nearly as bad as the system has.
Or Order 4.
No. Order 4 just feels stuck.
Yeah. All right, fair. I'll give you that. And the whole story, of course, is that Mr. Elegance remains undefeated in singles competition up until last night, where Rich Swann mopped the floor with Mr. Elegance in a very decent one-on-one singles competition. No, that was it. You know, like Mr. Elegance tried to hit him with his own finishing move near the end, but Rich Swann was able to reverse it and picked up the victory. So your winner, Rich Swann, and Mr. Elegance's singles streak has been broken.
So there wasn't any shenanigans from either guys over here. We got BDE, and we got the personal concierge Iceman up in here. Neither of them tried any shenanigans?
No. Well, they did. Like, Mr. Elegance tried shenanigans, but BDE was able to stop him. But that was it. Like, I just don't care about the Elegance brand, man. Like, I know you and I have different opinions about it, but oh God, like, there's 3 groups that have taken up the TV time. Actually, no. There's more than 3. There's a System. There's Order 4. There's the Elegance brand. There's the Hardys. No disrespect to the Hardys. And there's the Righteous.
The Hardys and the Righteous are tag teams. They don't count.
Oh, you...
No. A faction has to be a group of 3 or more, Jose.
Okay.
Those are the rules.
Fine. Elegance, Order 4, and the System. Especially the System.
Okay. Order 4 are just stuck right now, and Mustafa Ali is you don't really have any way of developing identities for any of the henchmen under Mustafa Ali, because Ali has got all the fucking personality on himself, so you don't really have anything for the guys. Order 4 are just older, are just a longer running and played out, and without fucking Moose or even goddamn Dirty Dango, it feels like Order 4 is aimless. And as far as the Elegance brand, we're just missing Dana Brooke.
Yeah, it kind of feels like watching an entire group operate without their captain.
Yeah, actually, yes. Because you got Heather, you got M, you got Mr. Elegance, you got the personal concierge.
But where's your main star? Where's your main leader?
Where's Dana Brooke?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. So now let's get over to the segment that I really didn't care for, and it's a video package featuring The Righteous. So The Righteous in this video, like, they're seeking out for new blood. They're seeking out new people to join their group, to join their faction. And they're right now they're zeroing in on BDE, claiming that Rich Swann is not a good person to follow, and they're trying to get him to join their group. They're trying to get him to join the Righteous. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe this act is just not for me. But
okay, you missed the old school Wyatt family, the original Swamp Cult.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
No. I'm asking. Do you remember how the Wyatt family worked with that?
Yes.
Okay, this is that, but less swamp and bayou
More
and more like Manson family / hippie cult.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work unless there's a third person here to help contrast against these two. Because right now, The Righteous just feels like these two. You need a third person who is willing to fall under their sway and just guzzle their fucking their fucking Kool-Aid like no tomorrow. All right, they need to go full on Branch Davidian up in this bitch.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, I'm making reference to the Waco shootout. No, I'm not sorry.
Thank you for that.
I know. You ought to be offended, Jose. I am honestly surprised. I am honestly very disappointed in you.
About what?
You need to learn shit. Wow.
Anyways.
What host. In the chat, real quick. Let me see here. Mr. Quake, BDE needs to be X Division champion. Soon. Yeah, I agree. Let's see here. I love the Elegance brand. Zaya Brookside is a ditzy Brit. Let me see here. Joe is saying Zaya gives crazy eyes, or is it just me? No, I think it's just in that one shot, only because of the makeup work that she's got on her. Mr. Elegance is pretty, not gonna lie. Yeah, like I said, you need a fucking pretty boy that helps shake things up in the faction here. Let's see, a Moose, the family breakup. Yep, exactly. Jump, no, I see it. Shiloh Hill, Mr. Quake. Okay, Shiloh Hill, if he was in TNA, he would seem like the guy who might fall under the spell of the Righteous. Only because he's already like a fun facts nerdy YouTuber, and oh shit, he falls into conspiracy theory kind of shit. And this seems like the kind of thing that he would get sucked into way too deep. But he's still in NXT, so that ain't happening. Are you good? Oh, you're good, Juan. I was a baby when Waco happened. Yeah. No, I get you there, Mr. Quake. I was a kid too back then. I'm just like, I know my history and I learned stuff. Because they need to learn stuff too. Yeah. And Joe said, I agree, a cult isn't a tag team. Or rather, yeah, or rather the other way around. A tag team isn't a cult. You need at least one other person.
All right. Sorry, I'm just not buying into the Righteous. I understand the group direction. I understand what they're doing. It's just not for me, and that's okay.
But why do you think they're trying to target BDE? Why him?
Because they're looking for because, like I said, they're looking for new people to join them.
Why BDE though? Why him?
Oh, because he's
a streamer. He's a rookie wrestler. I mean, like,
that's exactly it. Because he's the young guy. He's the young guy amongst between him and Rich Swann.
Oh, I see. So they're thinking that they can prey on his impressionability, that they can manipulate him due to his youth and his supposed naivety.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it, and I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone's into that into those old 70s style cult creepos and weirdos back then. So I get that. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It probably just didn't click with you the same way that the OG Wyatts must have.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, I get it.
All right. So now, before we get over to the main event of this week's TNA Impact, let's go ahead and talk about the honorable mention, and this goes over to the semifinals match in this Knockouts TV in the Knockouts TV Championship tournament, featuring Jada Stone versus Heather by Elegance. And And here's the thing, like when I first saw this tournament and how it was playing out heading to the finals, I honestly thought that it was just going to be Elegance versus Elegance, and it was going to create some sort of big conflict of interest within the Elegance brand, and that was the story they were going to go with. But I was proven wrong in this case. Not only did these ladies had a pretty awesome match, but Jada Stone was the one that came out the victor. So Jada Stone will be advancing to the finals and not Heather.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I'm guessing that would have actually been a rather large stick in the mud if Heather and M ended up having to face off. But then,
I mean, it would have created an interesting story between the two.
Yes, that's true. And then, hey, you know what? That would have probably brought Ash by Elegance back out from wherever she's at. I don't know. Maybe she has like a passport problem. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
No, she's not Canadian. No, that's
no. She's from Ohio.
Wait, what?
She's from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, I was about to say. Okay, yeah. Point is, at least now we know that it's just going to be Jada Stone taking on M by Elegance in the next round for the Knockouts TV championship.
Yep, exactly.
All right, cool.
Now let's get to the main event of this week's edition of Impact, and it is an 8-man tag match, player.
Holla, 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 holla.
That's right. We got the team of.
Oh boy.
From left to right, you've got the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, teaming up with Moose and Elijah, versus the team of the Hollywood Heels, the TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth and his brother Ryan Nemeth.
Big brother. Yeah, Ryan Nemeth.
Teaming up with Frankie Kazarian and AJ Francis.
And apparently, someone was actually sharing a post online of AJ Francis really having actually slimmed down compared to his time back in Hit Row in WWE.
Yes.
All right, so I get
He's definitely gotten a lot slimmer in recent weeks.
A little bit, and meatier rather than fluffier. So, okay, props to him on that. We can quit ragging on him so much on there. Now, if you can just work on that personality a bit.
Oh!
Real quick before we get into this, in the chat, BDE is better than Logan Paul, says Mr. Quake. 90s was a violent era. The New Day is a faction. Yeah, if you had all three of them, but Big E isn't there, and neither are Kofi and Xavier Woods. Wow. Let me see here. News is about emotional manipulation, says Mr. Quake. Yep. And let me see here. Joe give him and the other guy, Drake M, the Gator guy. Yep. And then I miss these guys, especially the other who inspired the Bray Wyatt character. Oh yeah, from shoot. I know the name of the movie. It was fucking Robert De Niro starred in it. Shit. Lake Point or something.
Oh, are we talking about Waylon Mercy? No, not Waylon Mercy.
The character that Bray Wyatt based his look off of.
Waylon Mercy.
Yeah, Cape Fear. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Jada Stone's the modern Jacqueline. Joe, so he's a call guy. Hug me, brother. What if Ryan joined the Spirit Squad? Ew. And Joe in the chat said BDE is boring and rookie and has no personality beyond being a normal guy with a smile. Maybe it'll give BDE some character development. He has the charisma for it. And then he went clock. God damn it. Oh my lord. I'm skinny but muscles. All right, gotcha.
All right. Here we go.
Let's hit up this main event over here.
Yes. 8-man tag match action. Here we go. So we start things off by putting Ryan Nemeth through the ringer here. Moose and Elijah teaming up and just chopping away on Ryan Nemeth's chest. And then Elijah pulls an Undertaker and hits it old school off the top rope onto Ryan Nemeth. The fans are going crazy for the Drifter. And then later during the match, yep, go ahead and share it.
I was gonna say Ryan Nemeth is gonna find a way to somehow make his ass whipping here CM Punk's fault.
No,
dipshit.
No, but speaking of ass whippings, Matt Hardy gets tagged in, and unfortunately, the heels take over the bout, and they start punishing Matt Hardy, using their numbers advantage and keeping him as far away from the other babyfaces as possible.
No.
Matt Hardy eventually fought back, and he eventually got the hot tag onto Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy started exploding on on all corners. Let me regain my composure here, and then Moose hit a. Moose, despite his size, I don't have a picture of it, but despite his size, he hits a better poetry of motion than Jeff Hardy.
You're shitting me. With the, like, pop-up and
the leg lariat instead of just a body splash.
Instead of a body splash?
Yes.
God damn.
Damn, Moose!
Yo, Moose! See, this is why the guy's the man. Moose helped make the system, like, interesting, because god damn it, he could fucking move.
Hells yeah. And then continuing the babyface momentum here, Matt Hardy then hits AJ Francis. Like, AJ Francis tried to go for a top rope move, superplex, but Matt Hardy counters it and hits a freaking avalanche side effect from the second rope. And then in the final moments of the match, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, go ahead. Share that. AJ Francis is left in the middle of the ring, gets twisted faded by Matt Hardy. Jeff Hardy goes to the top rope and hits the Swanton Bomb to pin and win for his team. Your winners, the Hardy Boys, Elijah and Moose.
One question though, I don't see Moose in any of the photos from the match. That's the thing that's sort of messed up.
No, he was in one photo. That's not true. Look.
Oh yeah, the beginning photo where he and Elijah were whipping the shit out of Ryan.
Yeah,
okay,
and then
what was Moose doing when this was going on? Was he like
he was fighting Frankie Kazarian?
Okay, so he was off on the side, exchanging blows with Kazarian. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Right, cool. Yay. All right. Jeff Hardy, you just got out Hardied by Moose. Something for you to think about. Something for you to think about. Let's see here. AJ Francis definitely took the ass kicking in the match like a man. Good on him.
And Ryan Nemeth got punked out by the TNA vets.
No, fuck Ryan Nemeth. I'm sorry, no, but you can't make me like him in the ring or out of the ring.
I know.
Sorry, no. And it's not even just because I love CM Punk. It's more like, nah, like, you're really gonna fucking pull a stupid-ass lawsuit because you can't get your fucking way?
Asshole.
Bitch. And say, oh, I got blackballed? If you got blackballed, what the hell are you doing on national television?
Because his brother's there. Anyways, ring the bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right. So overall, this week's TNA Impact, it was a solid show. Some good matches in there. Me and Juan, of course, we have disagreements on the Elegance brand as far as that match goes with involving Mr. Elegance, but everything else was serviceable, especially with the knockouts, and the main event match was definitely a lot of fun. Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, like I said, despite my criticisms of Jon Moxley actually can put on a really good wrestling match. This is an example of the right guys in the right place at the right time. That's the best way I could put it.
No, this is a better example of when he actually feels like it, he can work like a proper professional wrestler. The problem with Moxley is that he continues trying to come off like a jiu-jitsu jack-off when he was dispelled of that notion, disabused of that notion, pretty early on in him adopting that stupid gimmick.
I gotta find that. I still need to find that clip.
Oh yeah, it's out there.
But nevertheless, yes, the match was great, but only because Jay White was punishing the hell out of Moxley. And everything else was fine. The main event was predictable as ever, because if you look at the Don Callis family and the Elite, who the fuck do you think is going to win? Opening match was fun. Opening trios match was fun. It was good seeing Will Ospreay and reunite with the United Empire, so that was good. And the interview segments moderated by Renee, okay, give props to Omega and Ospreay. They flushed their history out. That was good. Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné, not so much.
Renee, thank you for coming.
Oh, God. All right. Now, this week's edition of NXT, it was more talk heavy than wrestling heavy, and that's okay, too. There were more the bulk of the segments were mostly taken up by the main event scene of Grayson Waller, Tony D'Angelo, Cruz Montana, and the newest signee, Zilla Fatu. And if his first match is going to be Heatwave, I'm definitely going to watch to see how Zilla Fatu fares in the ring. And let's see if he can live up to the same level of intensity as his father. And and all the other matches in there were pretty good, save for the speed match between Lexis King and Lucian Price.
All right, let's get to the final notes in the chat before we wrap it up over here real quick. Let me see here. Let's see. AJ Francis wears a Redskins/Commanders jersey. That's because he likes pissing everyone off. Moose was a former X Division champion. Yes, he was. Oh yeah, Waylon Mercy. Yes, you're right. Yeah, Cape Fear. Ryan is lesser than Nick. Yes, he is, Mr. Quake. Cole Cabana seems like a nice guy. Cole Cabana seems okay. Yeah, I've gone 50-50 with Cabana. Joe says, it's all right, Quake. We all do now that that thought is out in the world. Then Saya Kimatani comes in for some reason in it. John Schuyler has not ever been New Jack, so sorry he was never going to take out Jason Hodge.
Nope.
Let's see, Cole Cabana seems okay. Let's see, what else? Fatu will honor Umaga and The Rock. And Vicente Guerrero saying, Ryan Nemeth has always come off looking weak as fucking TNA. I almost think this new muscle build CM Punk would kick Ryan Nemeth's ass in a shoot. I couldn't agree more there, actually. Joe saying, imagine thinking CM Punk would beat somebody in a fight. Well, he could definitely beat Ryan Nemeth in a fight.
Yes, he can. I think anybody could beat Ryan Nemeth in a fight. Mr. Elegance could beat Ryan Nemeth in a fight. All right, and that's going to do it for this week's edition, folks. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Just to give you a little heads up, we're not going to be having an episode of Los Amigos Play tomorrow.
We're not?
Well, Angel's not going to be here. It's just going to be us guys.
Angel demanded that we have an episode of Los Amigos Play without him tomorrow.
But it's just you and me. Who's going to be a third person?
We'll be okay with just us two. I can still run stuff on the chat, and I can still run the tech, and I'll still be able to do commentary in the gaming. It'll be all right. Angel said we had to. It's his show.
Oh, okay.
He literally said so. You don't believe me? Rewatch this past Wednesday night's episode.
All right. Fine. We will have an episode of Los Amigos Play with me and Juan Rouse, which is going to be weird, but we'll manage. And we'll also have a new episode of The Ravens Flock that is tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. So until then, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best and the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny notification bell right here on our flagship platform, youtube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Rouse, I'm Jose Casabona, and this is Wrestling